Hey folks, Puck here. Now, you may be wondering why I'm doing another bad trip video. Now, to be perfectly honest, it's because I really don't like thieves, and I definitely don't like liars. And right now, DJ Keemstar, while I actually loved him when he was trolling, and I even kind of liked the whole drama alert thing he was doing, I kind of dug it because it was funny, he's an entertainer. But now it's just like so full of bullshit that I just have to start calling him on it. Alright, let's start with, first of all, the most recent video. He showcased this video of all this amazing artwork and talked about how he's working with this amazing designer called Michael O. Keep that name in mind, folks, Michael O. Now, the videos that he's showing are supposedly what he's aiming for when he is making the Bad Trip video game. Now, I went ahead and tried to look at this Michael O character as well as trying to find this original footage. Both linked together very nicely. When I found the original footage, is actually from Michael O. Michael O, who is a designer of assets, which is kind of funny, he actually uses the term multiple times, assets for the game rendering and design engine known as Unity. Unity 3.5 is the current version. You have to have at least 3.2 to use Michael O's creations. Now, Michael O actually sells these creations. All those video clips he's using in his most recent video, all of those clips come from Michael O's marketing videos that he's actually trying to sell these for about 70 to 80 bucks a pop for most of the packages that you can then buy and then use in your Unity. And I think even on one of the comments on one of the videos, he even says, oh, someone asks him, oh, can I use this in a video game? And he says, well, yeah, go right ahead, I don't mind. That's the whole point, you know, he's making environments. Now, I've gone ahead and tried contacting him both through the Unity forums and through YouTube, and I actually even sent him an email as well. I'm going to see if he gets back to me as to whether he's actually involved at all with the Bad Trip game outside of, you know, them just using his assets. And I linked him the video because, again, these are copyrighted things. This is his intellectual property that DJ Keemstar is throwing up on his channel. So, you know, there's that. Now, the next part of it is his quote-unquote developer. Now, I went ahead and tried to look more into Sparkling Games because I wanted to know who was behind Sparkling Games. And maybe this Michael O character, who actually lives in Poland, could be related to Sparkling Games, which is actually a domain registered through a UK domain registry to a UK person. That UK person being one Hannah. One sec, I'll grab her name real quick. One Hannah Fordham. Hannah Fordham is the registrar of this domain name. She's the one that also has a LinkedIn profile that is also quite interesting as well. If you, by the way, all this information I'm pulling is coming off of a public website. If you go to WhoIs.net, you'll get this exact same screen that was just up. That is the screen that actually has all the information that I just provided. And again, I'm not revealing anything secret or whatnot. So again, you can't fault me for that. So anyways, I decided to find out who this Hannah person is because, you know, it's not Keemstar who's got it registered. It's registered to a UK person, which I don't believe Keemstar is in the UK. He's actually in Buffalo, New York. So, at least I remember that from Only Me Blade saying that he was actually staying with Keemstar for a period of time. I'm not sure if he still is. But, so he's in New York, so obviously he has no direct relation to this person. So, I looked her up, and there's actually a LinkedIn profile for Hannah Fordham. There's a couple actually, but the most important one, the biggest one, which is the one that should stand out to everyone, is the one that is in the UK, and she is the community manager for IndieCity. The name should sound familiar if you know anything about Bad Trip. IndieCity is the distribution hub for Bad Trip and all the other games Sparkling Games has made. So what you have here is sort of like the Gabe Newell thing. You know, he is the head of, you know, Valve, who also has Steam. Steam is your distribution engine. Valve is the game making company. So kind of the same thing. It's a vested self-interest that they actually make this a very popular game because it could be kind of like their franchise game. So now it leaves me with the question as to who is actually developing the game, because if you look at IndieCity, which I'd assume is who's actually developing the game, since Sparkling is technically owned by Hannah, and Hannah technically is the community manager at IndieCity. They have a very small staff of developers, mostly juniors, and a few senior development staff. So they could very well be developing it in-house. None of these people is Michael O. There is a David O that was registered on there, so maybe a relationship there. I don't think so, but it's always a possibility. So now he's making a call to the community for people who could help him build the world. So what he's looking for is map builders to actually lay out the textures that they're purchasing, most likely, from Michael O, who has these packs openly available to anyone if you go to the Unity website.
You are a person that has experience with Unity Pro, and you think that you can, put a lot of time and effort, and you would like to join the team, make sure you send me a message here on YouTube with a little bit of information of what you've done before and what your experience level is with Unity Pro, because we're looking for a level designer, we're looking for game design, and I'd like to add another person to the team.
Now, if you don't believe anything that I'm saying, all links will be in the description of this video. Every single one. I have not tried contacting Hannah yet, because Hannah does appear to be trying to promote this, so I don't want to step on too many toes over at Sparkling or at the Bad Trip Development House. But I just want them to basically come out and be honest with people, I don't mind if he's looking to start up a game. I mean, FPS Kyle did the same thing. He wanted to make a game, but he actually went to crowdsourcing directly. He went to a Kickstarter that then openly says, we're making this game, we need money, donate. What Keemstar is saying is you're going to pre-purchase this game, which doesn't actually even really exist. It's not even being done by a full development house as far as I can find. There are only 2 other games this development house has made, one of which is this YouTube star thing, which I didn't really look into much, and the other one is Amputee, which I talked about in the last video. So I just feel the need to call bullshit on this so that people don't throw down their money without thinking. Critically think about this. The game doesn't really exist yet. He's looking for people to make it. So, it could be the next Minecraft. It could be awesome, but, just think before you lay out your money. Maybe you'll never see a game out of this at all.